Welcome back, everybody, to another F1 23 My Team Career Mode. It's our second episode of the day, so if you haven't seen the first one, go ahead and check that one out. It's a little bit shorter, but we were at the Hungarian Grand Prix there. Again, if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. But now moving on to the Belgian Grand Prix here. Let's take a look at our activities. Not much that we can do here. So let's see here. Let's grab some extra team acclaim. Try to get as much of that in as possible in terms of trying to gain some extra sponsors. Let's take a look. We need 15 and 25 for additional secondary sponsors there. Let's head to the R&D here. Nothing that we can do in the aero department at the moment, as we already have the front wing gurney flap developing. Moving on to the chassis, we have the engine cover and tire analytics data that are both open, but we do have two parts being worked on right now. Waiting a couple days for a powertrain upgrade, and then we've got a few durability things that we can work on, but I think we do have a few upgrades coming in here soon. So let me go ahead, let's keep going forward with this. And both of our parts failed there, so not good there. Let's go ahead and get these redeveloping. It's going to eat up most of, if not all, of our saved R&D points. Let's see here. Yeah, nothing we can do there. Let's jump over to the R&D side thing, or the durability side of things. We'll go ahead and throw it on the ICE. High chance of it failing here, but just to try to get something in the hopper. And let's do the average speed zone hot lap event. And oh, it's rainy, of course it is. So we'll try to hit this average speed event here. And very slow first corner there. We're gonna have to try to take it as fast as we can up the hill here. Oh, no grip there, so definitely gonna have to brake. Going into there, let's try it for a second time on the brakes hard here early. Get the turn in, up and off. A little bit better there. Didn't drop it into the 50s like we did last time. Let's see here. Sure, get on the brakes better this time. Get the acceleration off, maybe. Let's get up. Keep going. Maybe we should have gone down to fourth there. Got a decent run there. Got a silver, it looks like. So I may try going down into fourth gear, going up the hill there. Try to gain a little bit more average speed. It took us forever to get back through the gear there, so don't go off course. Did a little bit better there as well, keeping the speed up. We were really pushing the limits there. Almost went off course, which does disqualify us from these events. It takes me forever to get to 5th though on that one even, and not going to do it here. It's about the same, actually a little bit slower than we were before. Again, it's just that raininess that's getting us there. And yeah, so decent amount of money there. Not the best outcome that we could have gotten, but pretty close there. Let's see here. I'm going to make a bold move. I'm going to go ahead and get this facility upgrade moving here. Try to get that in as soon as possible, and then we'll head to the race weekend. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to be an interesting race here. I'm not sure how we're going to really perform, if I'm being honest. Yes, I know we had developments fail, and you're not going to give me weather perfect. And it's a sprint weekend, so I'm going to throw this off a little bit there. Parts all look good. Let's head to practice 1 and see what we can figure out here. Race strategy, tire management, and ERS management. Let's get going here. Long laps at this track. That'll be lots and lots of fun. And
okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
let's see here. On the mediums here for this practice program. Oh, big snap of oversteer there. Have to be careful of that there. We're going to be down into first there for the first corner. And up the hill, we're going to need a break. It doesn't look like it. We're third through the speed trap. Gained some good time down the straightaway. Again, we have the best engine of anyone on the grid. But some of our other areas do need some help. That's where we're struggling a little bit in terms of performance. So it's going to be these high-speed corners where we start to suffer, such as that one there. Lost about a 10th there. Oh, we're way wide. Lost a lot of time there. Just trying to keep the momentum up. Around everywhere. Into the sand pit there. Still hovering right around that positive, negative line. We've got some time to make up some, but I think it's going to be close whether we get to a green here. It's going to be really close actually. Oh, not quite. I do feel good about, as long as I don't make some of those same mistakes, that I should be more than capable of getting a purple here. And this practice program is just going to be minimizing the mistakes through the backside of this track. So think I went a bit more aggressive on those corners first time through. It's kind of represented there in our delta time. However, I'm just trying to stay a little bit more consistent here. There we stayed better on the delta. Not trying anything too daring this time around, but I do need to trust the car through the corners a little bit more. Try to make up some time. I'm downshifting a bit too far and probably actually losing time because of it. So we'll try that the next couple times around the track. We're gonna have to be super careful with the throttle there. In order to keep momentum up. Good first corner. That could be a really good corner for us to make up some spots, both in the sprint and in the race. So I feel like we're really good through that first corner. That's going to play to our strengths quite a bit there. So again, too far down on the shifting there. Probably a bit more off throttle time than I need. Not a great run through there. However, not terrible. I'm fine with going down the 6th there, keep it on track. I'm fine with going a gear below the recommended. I just don't want to be, the first couple times through here, I was 2 gears below what I said I should be. So, maybe I should just kind of feel it out, because we are red on the delta here. It's going to be close coming to the line. Good release off that last corner, and we gained 0.2 from it ish. We are green through this practice session, or for this practice program rather. Going to go ahead, go for the purple. I think it definitely is possible, and try to get everything done that we can here. Oh, and that's not what I need to do there. I guess I'll be okay with a green. We can always run in practice 2, but not ideal. We do have some wing damage that we have to wait on as well. I should have just been a bit smarter about that. Go ahead, do tire management. Not a great track to have a sprint at, just because we lose a practice session. Again, we gain some race experience, but we lose a practice session, and it's a long. This is a long lap, so you don't get as much time to try to hone and everything. You don't get as much lap time in. So, let's see here what we can do here. I think it's going to be, we're going to be extremely rough on the tires here. I spun them really bad coming off one. Not something I've really done yet, but did it really bad there. There's just so many high speed corners that's going to be terrible for the tires in general. We're maxing out the rev limiter. Better throttle control there. I'm fine with going down in the second there. Get the drive off that corner. Again, you can see where the tires just died there with the indicator in the middle. Into the grass, killed the delta time. The tires are dead as well. My best bet is to complete all the development boosts here, because I don't think anything regarding completing the practice program itself is going to happen here. As yeah, I absolutely burnt the tires off. So I may just, I'll try one more time here to go green. We're definitely not going purple, but we'll try to go green for this practice program. If not, then I will focus on the last development boost here on the last lap. And I'm looking good on delta time. However, the tires are still absolutely toast. Which I definitely anticipate with how many high-speed corners there are. And when I hit all the curbs and sand traps, that also does not help the tires underneath us. So there's that as well. May not even hit delta time here. Whoa, snap of oversteer once again. Nope, I'm going to delta time. So let's do the racing line here. Make sure we get that in place before we do anything else in this session. Maybe you should focus on completing another practice program. However, I'm not all that worried about it. Again, just driving right on top of that racing line. And actually, it's not looking too bad at the moment compared to the Delta or the tire wear. So this may indirectly allow me to complete it, possibly. Got some time to make up here in the last little bit. And we're not out of the high-speed stuff yet, but there's a possibility here of getting through this thing. It's going to be close on all accounts. Oh, we were really close there.
Program
Just
over,
couldn't
but
quite
that
get it.
wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid. We need to run it again.
So if we have, no, we're not going to have time at the end. We're barely going to be able to get through the ERS management one, I think. So, and that may also be quite the struggle to get through. Let's see here.
Okay, this is the ERS management test. Hit the target time whilst managing your battery charge. The more efficiently you use energy throughout the lap, the higher you'll score. Use your overtake button for maximum power, but remember that it will drain your energy rapidly.
Alrighty, so I'm not the best at the ERS management. That's why it's set to automatic. Because I don't have an F1 wheel, and therefore I don't have the button that makes it super duper easy. I maybe should look at that at some point. But I have not. And yeah, again, I'm trying to make up some time. On the front end of this lap, as I hit the sand trap a little bit there. Oh, big snap oversteer. Wow. The ERS is definitely going to have to be used on some of those back straights. We're losing some time here. Oh, and I overdrove that corner. No bueno. We're just going to save up all the ERS that we can. Going into next lap. We'll have to give it another go. And we'll be able to complete our practice program here, though not with much extra time. And actually, we're going to be the end of the session when we actually finish. So, not a great release there. Great release there. Then just trying to get as much as I can out of this first little bit, so that the battery can charge the rest of the lap, as well as try to get the most out of where I'm somewhat good on the track as I get into off the track there a little bit as well. Eight tenths good at the moment. Now for the struggle points of the track. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, I lost a ton of time through there. I went down a gear too low. We may have to punch it a little bit on the front straightaway coming to the line. Oh, and we lost time going through that corner. Oh, I wheel hopped it. Oh my word, we got just barely heading to the line, and we were still purple. Insane
well we got
there.
some excellent data with that run, so come on back to
I wasn't
garage
sure
and
if
I
we
can
got
take
it
you
at
through the
first,
numbers.
but we did. And that's the end of the session, so we'll have to go through do the
Time to remind ourselves of our
tire
top
management
three.
program
Are Russell,
in practice 2 after qualifying. So again, the sprint weekend layout is a little weird. We've got full rain during qualifying, it looks like. So this will be a whole bunch of fun, but we'll see where we end up. And we are on full wets here at Spa, and we'll see how this goes, because this is, I feel like I'm a decent rain racer, but this is going to be an interesting one to have rain at for sure. The high speed corners are already hard as is in the dries, so I can only imagine what it's going to be like in the rain here. It's definitely going to be interesting here. And if it keeps raining like this, there's no advantage to running at the end of this session, I don't think. There's not really going to be a drier line at all, so we'll have to see here. No DRS with it being raining. We need all the extra downforce that we can get coming around these corners. I went down into first there just to get the car to turn all the way there through the long right-hander. Yeah, and again, I don't know what our lap time is going to be like compared to the AI with the new difficulty settings. The best laps are right around 2 minutes to the line at the moment. We're going to have to lift here a little bit, and I don't think we're going to be quite to that point where we can get to 2 minutes. We're going to have to see here. Need a good release. No, we're going to be slow for making it to 2 minutes. Let's see where this puts us on the grid, though.
With conditions as they are, I'd suggest you take a set of full wets.
We're on full wets, yes. We do outpace Piastri. I'm going to go ahead and zoom forward here a little ways. I'm just going to leave it as is. I don't know if I can set much better of a lap than that, honestly. So it'd be if the track is a little bit drier, but I don't see that. It might have dried up some. Maybe should run a lap up then. Let's see. Nope, we're into Q2. So let's see here. Piastri does not make it into Q2. Nor do most of our rivals. So let's go ahead and advance to Q2. And looking at this session, let's see here. Do we have anyone out on track at the moment? There's some people out on the intermediates. Or am I better off? I'm going to wait till towards the end of the session. Because it looks like there's a narrow window where it could dry up a little bit and possibly go to the dries. Oh my word, is... Oh, I guess that was his... Let's see here. Nope, doesn't look like we're really able to do dries here. I was waiting for the track to clear up some there. We're going to get one lap in here. I don't think we're going to be able to get two unless we do back to back. So we'll see here. And we are the last driver to make a lap here in Q2. Everyone else has made a lap. We got 5 minutes left in the session, so we can make another lap if we want to. Could probably actually do 2 laps if we really wanted to. Accidentally went into neutral there on the first corner. Don't think it hindered us all that much though. It looks like cars were going about 2 seconds faster in these conditions compared to Q1. However, we'll have to see. Got to the gas there probably a little bit early, but we'll see here. Not feeling like a bad lap here so far. Being cautious, back to the throttle, making sure we don't overdrive anything. Making sure not to go too wide on that corner in particular. Not a bad corner there either. Onto the curbs there a little bit, but I feel like we still got a good run. Let's see here. I feel like it's definitely a much better lap than what I had earlier. Let's get through there nicely. So we set fastest lap on the intermediates. I think the track is probably definitely starting to speed up. But with that, I don't want to do anything too risky there. Actually, it looks like we're going to stay in the top 10 for making it to Q3, and we do. So let's go ahead and head there now. Alrighty, so still raining. Let's get out early here. I'm going to go on whatever tire they recommend to me here. Don't really care. It is on the inters. I don't see anyone really in front of me. It's definitely drier than it was in Q1 or Q2. Oh, I way overdrove that corner. Going to make sure I don't do that on my qualifying lap. Looks like we had some cars out on track, but they were quite a bit up in front of me there. I think we're going to be quite quick here in this session, especially compared to the last session. Really setting the car on edge, getting through those corners in the wets. And let's see here. Felt like that was a really good set of corners there. Not bad there. Probably a little bit late getting back to the throttle, but not bad. We smacked the wall there just a little bit. I actually feel like I'm having to wait to get back to the throttle more in the session though. It's almost like the enters are struggling for some grip here, and though it's still very much wet conditions, so it's kind of interesting there. Leclerc with the fastest lap so far, and I smacked that. Not going to be a pole sign lap by any means. We'll try to run a second lap here right after this, as I'm not aware of any damage to the car. Puts us in ninth. We're going to go ahead, try for a second lap. Wide around turn 1.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Perfect. Full throttle, even though the engine bogged down through the uphill. Gaining some positions there, or some time. Losing some time through those corners. Much better through that long right-hander. And didn't lose time to smacking that wall this time through. Still having to wait forever to get to the throttle there. Maybe you should have downshifted twice. Overdrove that corner still.
Radar showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 meters in this range.
Not going to make it there. Go ahead, bring it back to the garage. Yeah, honestly can't get much more out of it there. So, let's advance the time. I'm not going to be able to make it out for another lap.
Set us back a little.
So, and I don't think I could do much better. So, we will, yeah, we'll just advance through everything. Not a whole lot of cars making it out there at the end, so kind of interesting there. Even though it's probably the driest, but
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Leclerc.
Now we have another practice, and then we'll have the sprint. So just going to do quick practice for practice 2. Head there. Make sure we get this practice program completed. We'll go ahead and go for purple here. Perfect. Now we back out, go to race strategy. We're going to go for the, oh, I should have gone for a different one. Dang it. I wanted to actually do that one, but oh well. We're out of time. And now we will head to the sprint. bring in a decent chunk of resource points. Not great, some. It looks like the Team Acclaim went up a decent bit there. And let's see what else. Looking like we could have some rain in the sprint, which could make things very interesting. We've got a part that's starting to wear there some down here as well. Okay, I'm not wanting to take penalty. I don't think it's going to be that bad. So yeah, let's head to the sprint.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint. Not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Verstappen, Perez, Norris, Russell, Gasly, the owner driver, Liam Lawson, Stroll, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Joe, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Bottas and Logan Sargent. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. Anthony Davidson will be sharing his insight alongside me once again today. What should we be looking out for, Ant? Can we begin by having a chat about Charles Leclerc?
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? A couple of favourites for the win then, but who comes out on top doesn't really matter as long as they give us an entertaining show en route to the checkered flag. And we want to see fair fighting, of course, out there on the track. Let's hope the stewards don't have to get involved too much today.
Alrighty, so they're going to put us on the softs. I honestly thought about going to intermediates in case it rains so we don't have to pit, but don't think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and start the sprint. Got a good starting position here, and let's see what we can make of it. Good firing away there.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep temps under control, please.
We haven't been overheating the engine at all as far as I know. Decent start there. I could have been more aggressive though, which is unfortunate. Caught the grass there just a little bit. Could have been dangerous. Trying to slipstream down this straightaway, however, no can do. Oh, and there's a huge stack up here. Side by side with Verstappen. Oh! Big contact there. As Verstappen got into us a little bit. I thought I saw raindrops. And I hit the curb really badly there. Norris gets back past us. And we've got to contend with the Red Bull of Verstappen once again. We'll see if he makes any contact with us here again. We're losing the front pack here. Verstappen's going to have a massive run here. Could possibly mess us up into this corner. Nope, he backs out just a little bit. Still sticking with us though. And we are a quarter of the way through this race already. In the sprint. Let's try to catch up to Norris here. Good first corner. Just trying to hang on. Try to get some slipstream from him. But it's not looking like I really can. My only hope is to get a good run down into this little section here where I seem to be really good compared to the AI. And not that time around at all. Did not do well there. Too early to throttle. Overdrove it. And car is not currently handling well at all. So had a little bit more speed to be able to drive around the outside of Lawson there. And Verstappen is pulling away from us here. Not much I can do. Lawson is going to have a look, easily able to get around us.
Lost the position. Try to keep focus.
We're right on him though. We're going to make a move down into the set of corners. Very nice move there. Still to our inside though. Let's get the drive off. No can do. So we're going to have another go at him. Down into turn one. Let's get the drive off. We do. Only going down in the second there though. And halfway through the sprint already. We're supposed to have the best, and oh, they got DRS, that's why. I was going to say, we're supposed to have the best engine on the grid, and yet we can't keep up with these guys, but it's because they have DRS. I'm really starting to struggle through there for whatever reason. And I am fighting to keep these positions right now. Not a great corner there. Maybe I should have kept it in the gear that was in.
Monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
The ICE again. Man. I'm going to go through about 10 of those by the end of the season. But we're going to keep moving here. Magnussen is looking for an overtake. Going to drop in right behind him. Again, try to do exactly what we did with Lawson. But we were able to make the overtake into those corners there.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Last lap of the sprint.
2.5 seconds.
Good release off turn one. Gets us good jump on Ocon, who is behind us. And is likely going to have a go at us down the straight. Going to jump in back behind him for some slipstream. Oh, and I was really good through these side corners during practice, but not at the moment. We run it really wide there. And they've already dropped back a spot from our starting position. We've got Russell to contend with, as Russell has been kind of a sore spot in our side.
Turbochargers on its last legs. Let's try
Oh,
to keep
come
mileage
on.
to a minimum.
So I anticipate him to make things difficult here in the last leg of the sprint. Dropping back behind Russell. Here. Leclerc maintains his starting position. We rough Russell up just a bit. And Ocon set the fastest lap of the race.
Okay, pick up
That
rubber
last
and bring it
lap.
home.
And we qualify in 11th. And yeah, we will bring it into the race and
So let's see what effect this result has had on the driver's
what we can do.
standings. But it wasn't the best. Welcome to this visit to the Ardennes countryside. Spa-Francorchamps hosted its first Grand Prix back in 1925, and this historic track is loved by drivers and fans alike, and us here in the commentary box too. So it's a warm welcome from the Belgian Grand Prix. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track's a great one for fans of pure speed, and the average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Norris, Verstappen, Gasly, Liam Lawson, Ocon, Russell, Hamilton, Stroll, Perez, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Joe, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, Albon, Sargent, Bottas, Magnussen, and the owner-driver rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? Now I wonder, Anthony Davidson, might we be in for some early pit stops today from the midfield teams, trying to put a bit of pressure on or disrupt things for the leaders?
And we welcome Anthony Davidson to the commentary box once again. And great to have your company for this. Tell us, with regards to the strategy, what goes into getting those big calls right?
If you're in the middle of the pack, you know, you got your own race to run, I don't think they're going to be thinking about causing trouble up front. However, closer to the head of the pack, don't be surprised to see some split strategies. If you're running second and third, for example, bringing one car in for an undercut while leaving the other one out there longer can put a lot of pressure on the leader and maybe force them into an error.
Alright, so I went ahead and just replaced all the parts on the car, took the grid penalty. Decided ultimately it didn't really benefit me in the long run to to have something fail on that. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to go with the medium to soft strategy here. I know it was looking like we're going to have some rain, but it does not look like that anymore. So let's go ahead and start the race. Yes, we had 22 plates grid penalty, and away we go here. And
safety car is
Oh,
out.
we got a
Safety
red
car is
flag.
out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that
Apparently
delta
we got a
time.
5-second
Make sure we keep it
penalty.
positive. Okay, what's your
Let me. Okay.
Done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there.
I don't like that strategy. Can we go to the mediums? Let me go to the mediums. Oh, I'm on the mediums. Let's go to the hards then. So I'm not going to the softs. I believe we have a 5
It's a bit
second.
like deja vu here, but there's a good opportunity to get
We-
this start spot on. Come on.
We do have a grid penalty here. Or not a grid penalty, sorry. A 5-second time penalty here. Though I'm not sure what for. I was the one that got tagged at the beginning of the race, so I'm not sure what's up there. We're going to try to. I'm not sure what anyone else is doing, but I'm going to try to make it to the end on a set of hards. Because really, why not? I mean, we took the grid penalty on the components, and I might as well try to run the hards to the end. I don't know if anybody else is trying to go to the end here or not, and if so, we are going to be we should be much better off here at the end of the race compared to the people around us, because they're all on a much softer compound. So between the 2 race starts that we've had, we're up in the 6th from 22nd. Granted, we do have a 5-second penalty tacked on to our time, which if we don't pull away, it's not going to be good. However, we're just going to have to kind of see how that turns out. As everyone right now is very stacked up, so I'm not sure where that currently places us, but we should string out here. Oh my word, I hadn't even thought about that. We should have gone with the sauce, because we're going to have to make a pit stop anyways, because now there's going to be rain involved. So I guess that's kind of my fault. I didn't even think about it. But,
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.2 seconds.
for now, we're just battling with George Russell. He may have given himself some wing damage there. I'm not sure. We'll have to see here. Going through the high-speed stuff. No, it does not appear so. We're going to be stuck on the outside here. And does not quite clear us. Run him wide, but Gasly gets past into a little sand trap there. And oh boy, I think the tires are hot, because this thing ain't working out for me too well. Tires really don't look that bad, but Lawson gets a bit scared there. Leclerc with the fastest lap. And
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS.
we've
is now
enabled
online.
DRS now. And now we're looking for raindrops to see how that's going to affect the race. not even halfway through, and we'll have to see here, because a lap around here can make a big difference on whether or not we want to stop for the enters or not. So let's see here. Yeah, because if we don't time it right, we lose so much time getting around here. On the drives, especially with the on all these high speed corners. As luckily we have the rookie back here near us, and he is holding everyone else up as well. Otherwise I'd be out a whole bunch of spots, but he's racing pretty timid, so he's helping me out quite a bit here at the moment. I do not see any rain yet. Was good.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 3.8 seconds.
Got to our inside there a little bit. Tried the crossover, but it's not going to work for him. Now what may work for him is having the DRS down this long straight. We tagged the grass there just a little bit.
Keep on it, you might make a mistake.
Oh, and George Russell goes up the outside, and somehow we still pull off the double overtake through those corners. That was just absolutely fantastic there. And we are starting to get some rain here. Track is still very dry. I need to see how wet the track is by the time we make it back around the pit road. Definitely by next lap we need to pit if it is starting to rain. It has become a matter of when and not if we need to pit for enters, I do believe.
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Oh boy. See, I got screwed when you told me that last time, but I'm going to try trusting you. No one else is going in for the enters. That would have been the perfect strategy call. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I don't really care what conditions are at all. We are going to a set of enters. Unless the rain starts to hold off.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
But there is starting to be some moisture on the track. Starting to get that shine to it. Having to make some more downshifts to make the corners work. I definitely think this is the lap to come in for those enters. Now whether the AI do it or not is another story. But I am going to go for the enters on this lap. Can't hurt by any means, especially with the fact that we already have that 5-second time penalty. that I'm not sure quite why we have, but I do not see anyone else heading to enters. Nobody else is pitting, so we'll see how this works out for us here. It may be a bit early, but I don't know if we're too early by any means. So, get a good turn in. Perfect. Get a good stop here.
Okay, there seems to have been a problem.
Oh,
attaching
you've
the
got to
right
be kidding
front
me.
wheel. We need to try and put that behind us though and finish the race strong. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
DRS has not been disabled yet. So we'll see how this turns out for us. We may burn through the tires here early. We'll take a look here. We'll have to see how we compare to the cars in front of us here. So definitely do not have quite the moisture we need for these tires yet. However, we'll have to see if it plays off, if at all, going to the enters. Maybe we could have made it to the end on the dries, but it's just going to kind of be a watch and see game. But our main benefit here is if everyone else does pit for enters, then we will have a set already warmed up. Our problem though is going to be the fact that it's still fairly dry and we are absolutely burning through the front tires on the enters at the moment. So I need it to rain harder.
By 18.4 seconds.
And also I'm noticing these drivers are taking those mediums and softs to the end of the race, so quite interesting there as well. Hey, we might be making up some time here. Or maybe it's that's just the how I'm running a section of track compared to the AI. However, we were down below 16 for a second. I need to keep raining harder if we're going to make this strategy pay off. I'm trying to pay attention to those cars in front of us, see if we're gaining anything off these tires compared to them. It doesn't look like it. We're definitely a lap too early coming in. We got some wing damage now as well. And nobody else is in. So I guess, I mean, I feel like it was worth the shot. Also, I feel like it's raining heavier in some spots than others. So maybe that's why our enters is making such a difference. That's why the time is dropping near here. That or it's turn 1. I'm getting through turn 1 better than the AI. I do suppose that's a possibility as well. Okie dokie. And so let's see here. Yeah, at this point, I think any advantage we will have gained over the AI is basically gone. The fronts are very, very worn on the set of tires. There's not any real wet progression with the track. It would have to absolutely start downpouring here, and it would have to make a huge difference to the AI in order for us to do anything here. Keep going. I think it's turn 1 where we're gaining the time. It's gotta be. So, thankfully we don't have a rival right now. Otherwise, we'd definitely be losing to them, whoever that would be, but it is starting to rain harder now, I think. On the no, it's just still game time. Max Verstappen wins. Made the wrong strategy call. Probably could have maintained a few more positions. And that ended up in last. However, I don't think it would have been far off with how much we were stacking people up. So, this way we make sure we finish the race. Let's not speak too soon on that. And we bring it across the line here. In last place, our teammate also looked like he got time penalties, so I'm not sure what we got that for, but we'll move on. Again, not what I wanted there, but it is all good. So
let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance,
here a little bit.
making gains at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Let's look at
Max
the race
Verstappen
results.
seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers
Verstappen,
today without a
Leclerc,
care in the world.
Alonso,
He was definitely my
Sainz,
driver of
Norris,
choice.
Gasly,
Time to check out the
Perez,
constructors' standings. And pulling
Russell,
further ahead
Ocon,
of the standings,
Lawson,
it's Red Bull.
Sargent
It's been an
up to
absolutely
11th,
wild weekend of Formula
Hamilton,
One action.
Albon,
I can't wait to see
Stroll,
what's next.
Tsunoda, Ricardo, Stroll with a 5-second penalty, Joe, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Piastri, Magnussen, and then us, with 6 cars with 5-second penalties there. So, I want to try to see incidents. It's for severe collisions. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, so, and with Stroll, yeah, Stroll was caught up in that, so, yeah, we'll head back to the main menu and wrap things up. up just a little bit on some acclaim for everyone. We get the extra cash bonus here as well. We've got some different stuff to do here. For the next episode, we will be going to the Dutch Grand Prix, also known as Zandvoort. As long as I can get in a good rhythm there, I quite enjoy that track. So, yeah, that is going to be all for today, guys. Yeah, a bit of an interesting one. Tried some strategy that didn't work out, but all good in the end. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.